Well, some would argue this is the deepest division in the UFC right now, 145 pounds, a lot of killers at the top. This man has emerged out of the pack and gets his much-deserved title shot here tonight.
From the moment he got to the UFC, he told us we were viewing someone that could make an impact, a future champion that will remind us of the great featherweight champs Max Holloway, Jose Aldo Jr. He said, I am special. I will be a champion one day. Tonight, he gets the opportunity. Let's see if he can cash in.
Now, it appeared as though the weight cut was a little bit difficult. He did not want to hear that noise, but that is behind him, and we'll see how it goes for him here on Saturday night. Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion, and he believes that tonight it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, he is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the California Kid, Urijah Faber. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Bryce the Master Mitchell.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, so here he is, the Arkansas native, thug nasty, Bryce Mitchell. They just don't make fighters like this. And it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches the early portions of this round. He believes the takedown is going to be there, but he told us in our fighter meeting, I am not going to force the takedown tonight. Perhaps easier said than done, we shall see. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Nice left hand there on the inside. Oh, a huge block there. Looking to land the right just out of range.
Nice level change. Secures the takedown.
Oh, and there's the early takedown. Just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly what he wanted to do. You saw it in the training footage. Takedowns are going to be the key. He got one early. He's on the right track.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Faber. And there it is. Another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. All right, has the guard closed here. Faber's got his head looking for a guillotine. That guillotine is tight. Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink to the bottom blue choke here. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Mitchell's in half guard.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Faber's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here, but the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history. Second round, straight ahead.
Stop!
Great job, man. Keep going clearly. Take a deep breath. Relax. Look at him over there. He's like a piece of meat. He's beat up. Let's go out there and look for the finish. I want you to cheer.
All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
You ready to fight? You ready? Let's do it.
All right, round 2. Oh, huge knee.
Block that punch.
Punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
Mitchell's back in half guard.
There it is. Now he's running him out.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Lands the ground and pound strike. North-south position. Crowd just can't help itself but to laugh. Mitchell's back to the side control now.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. He's got to be careful here.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Faber's in half guard. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Mitchell's right back to the full mount here. Making all these shots count.
He's isolating an arm.
Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tapped.
It's starting to get really tight in there. Oh, he's submitted!
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it shows in that defense.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Oh, the ground and pound is there.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Ooh, this could be it. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, straight punches there again. Single leg takedown.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on it.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, feet on the hips here. And he's able to work his way back to his feet. And he connects with the punch there.
Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
A single collar tie.
Another good kick.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Oh, right into mount.
We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open. Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, working on a submission now.
And they're both fighting now. Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, paging Alexioletic. Somehow he got out, though.
Great job clearing the hips, facing, and getting out of that Ezekiel choke attempt.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired and that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your side. He's got to change something. Fourth
round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, And here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about these championship rounds.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool. And this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight. Trying to recover full guard there.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Nice transition.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage. Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Faber. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Mitchell's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Entering in on a single leg takedown attempt here, and he is able to get the fight where he wants it. Nice job.
The moment he secures that single leg, you can see how comfortable he is and the variety of finishes he has from this position.
All right, close guard now.
Look at him, he's setting up a choke now. Look at that, he's setting it up.
Oh, that looks tight.
He's really working hard for this guillotine, but he can't blow out his arms. He's got to make sure it's secure if he's going to go 100% to try to get this finish. A big part of submission defense is just being able to relax in the face of adversity. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
There's the horn. Plenty of action to digest from that one. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Mitchell's in half guard.
Massive shot from the top.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Beautiful transition.
You need to work on this position.
Certainly a strong front runner for fight of the night as we go down to the wire here between these two combatants.
They're both so skilled. They're both so prepared. We knew right away this is going to be a very evenly matched competition. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, he's got his back. All right, so a wise decision by him to continue to attack that cut, and it's getting wider by the minute.
It's getting wider by the minute. This guy is a fantastic fighter, and he's as smart as they come. So the moment that cut opened up, you knew that that would become his focus, and we are seeing it very clear right now.
Mitchell's right back to the full mount. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
He's gonna attack arm bar here. Arm is very tight.
Oh, that arm is in real trouble.
He's got it isolated. He's looking to finish.
Oh, and now he gives up on the submission. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Mitchell's in half guard now. Ground and pound strike there now.
Great defense by the defensive fighter. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Pretty productive with the strikes here off his back. Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-46, and 48-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Bryce the Nasty.
All right, so they go the full 25 minutes, but in the end, the champion goes out the way he came in.